Hello and welcome to vlog number 106, out in the garden again. A bit cooler this week, 17 degrees at the moment apparently. It's comfortable. Okay, and this is take two because we had a little shower on the first one. Anyway, first of all, a quick word on Commodore's new phone. Moving on. Right, reviews. Everywhere you go these days, they want a review. You buy something, they want a review. You're even walking around doing that scan as you shop thing at Tesco, and halfway through it says, how's this scan as you shop go? Minimum. Stop bothering me, let me get on with it. I want to buy something, I'll buy something. I don't want to review every single thing I bought. You send me an email, unsubscribe. Bugger off. Seriously. Stop it. Stop it, you're annoying. Anyway, that's my little rant out of the way. Okay, arcadey stuff. I set up my new Mr. Do, well, not new, but they're not new, but they're new to me, Mr. Do board and my Double Dragon board, which I've got recently. The GPS control I've got doesn't like them at all. It cannot sync. I've tried all sorts and it will not sync. But I got a cheap-ass one, which I use quite a few other things. And that works quite well. It's amazing, isn't it, that the cheapy one works better than the expensive one. But yeah, so I got that working. Do need a 4-way stick for Mr. Do, and it's Mr. Do DU. So yeah, I can swap it. It takes a little bit of time. I had to get because I use a Neo Geo controller. The gate in there was 8-way only, and it wouldn't change. It wouldn't move. So I bought some 4-way, 8-way gates, switchable, fitted one of them, and now I can. Takes a few minutes to swap between, so when I do my streams, it's going to be a little bit of a pause. Don't know how interesting that'll go, we'll find out tonight. But yeah, I did try my custom 4-way using an adapter. Doesn't like it at all, so that's sort of the question. But what I probably will end up doing is getting, I think I'm getting some sticks coming through. I might actually build a custom one, which I can actually wire in directly to the Supergun for the arcade things. Now that's the thought. Yeah, so yeah. I did try a ROM swap for the Mr. Do to see if I can turn it into Mr. Do fixed version. Or if that's still got copy protection, I can turn it into a Mr. Do bootleg. But the 2732s, the 4K EPROMs I bought, need 21 volts to flash, and my programmer only goes up to 18 volts. So I've ordered 2 more. They should be here this week, and I'll try them again then. The thing is with the copy protection, if it detects it's on a bootleg board, it'll just keep you on level 1. It's easy to play, but it's not so much fun. Anyway, so that's my little bit there. I do have the ROMs programmed for the 8K ones, but I haven't tested them. I've been pulling ROMs out the board and downloading them, and from the ROMs, dumping the ROMs and checking them, and they seem to be okay. But yeah. Anyway, oh no, there it is. Right, I got this album. Okay. Now I'm gonna have to do this and see if I can get. I'll put a thumbnail. But actually, no, I'll have the album itself for the thumbnail. Right. You take it out of the wrapping. Okay. Hopefully it don't blow. There's wrapping all over the place on this. This is from False Advertising. A group that's been out for about 10 years. And first I've heard of them was when they did their Next Big Thing. Yeah, it's all the lyrics on there. And the album itself is transparent vinyl. I'm not going to take it out of the pack. I'm not going to take it out of that pack. Because if it does get a bit rainy, and yeah. So yeah, I'll get that there now. And put the album around. Yeah, there we go. There's my thumbnail. Yeah, it's great. It's great. I've actually played it, and yeah, it's a good album. It's a good album. I have played it on Google Music, of course, or YouTube Music, I should say. Google Music no longer being in existence. And this is all going away. so it doesn't get damp. Because there is a bit of water in the air. It's not serious. I know you can't see me. That's probably a blessing, actually. There we go, put that away. So yeah, that is my album purchase. Not a big collector, but that was worth it. Anyway, we got another rant coming up. Sega have said they're using AI in the development phase of their new Crazy Taxi game. But they're not using AI to do the art, they're using AI to create the backgrounds and then they trace over them. That's still AI. That's still using somebody else's work. So, personally speaking, it's already in the trash pile for me. I'm not interested. You want to put AI in there? No. And there is something with AI coming up, but it's using AI, but that's because they are on a budget and they aren't putting people out of work. But that's another matter altogether. Don't know how I feel about that one. It's something I backed. But he's quite open and upfront about it, and what he's using it for. And basically, it's for video processing. And that's for the Control AI Delete film. He's not using it for creative work, it's just for video processing. So, a bit of a dichotomy there. But yeah, I'm still going to watch it. I'm still getting the Blu-ray for it. Anyway, I'm not going to shout out about it because they are working on a very, very tight budget, to be fair. So anyway, and they always were working on a very tight budget. And if it improves the quality of the video, and yeah. But that's AI as a tool, isn't it? I mean, I don't know. These are video processing models. Are they trained on copyright works? I don't think so. Might be wrong. And I don't have a problem with that, to be honest. As long as it's not trained on copyright works, as long as it's not taking a job of a human, which it isn't because it's tight budget and they wouldn't be able to afford a human anyway, and if it makes the video quality better, then I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Anyway, but that's AI. But the Sega using it to create the backdrops and then tracing over it, that's exactly the same as just using the AI assets. That's definitely trained on copyrighted works. Yeah. Okay. Community policing. So, we had some special police come around asking if I'd like to join a community website, which I did. It's nice to see community policing for a change. If they can help, good. They keep everybody up to date on the website, regular updates on things that's happening in the area, and they want input from people. So yeah, I support that. It's actually a nice throwback to when coppers used to walk the streets. So yeah, let's see how that goes. Let's see if it helps anything. We don't have a big problem around here. There's a few little bits, but not a big problem. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been here for so long. But yeah, there we go. Community policing is back, maybe. Right. Okay, now, here we go. I fitted some external power sockets. And if I go on this, and I go, there we go. They are sealed to keep the moisture out. I fitted them correctly, and they are plugged in. So no electrical wiring required. There's no certification needed for this particular one, because it's basically just an extension plugged in. Very useful for the garden in this weather. Very, very useful. Probably one of the best things I fitted out here. Well, one of. I mean, everything I do out here is worthwhile, at least for a short time. The grass, the turf last year was a short time thing, and then we got the dogs. Well, we got the artificial grass though. No, it's working really well actually for a cheap thing. Next year I'll do it properly, as I said in the last vlog. So yeah, happy with that. That's nice. It's good. It works well. It works really well. Now, Chrome. I don't know what's happening with my PC at the moment. Certain times things, I mean, Element was the first one. Element for Matrix, which was stealing the HTML preferred application. So if you clicked on HTML, it'd try and open an Element rather than a browser. So I stopped that. I reported that as a bug. I've got Celluloid doing it as well, and Chrome. Now, Chrome has Celluloid doing it for MP4s. VLC is my preferred one. I've tried all sorts to stop it happening. Even change the file that holds the definitions to write protect, to read only, and it hasn't made any difference. It's doing it somewhere else, I think. So yeah, I'm not sure. I got to look into that. I haven't had much time lately. All right, when I have had time, I haven't felt like doing much, because even though I do like the heat, recently it's been too much even for me, and I just haven't felt like doing anything apart from being nothing. Yeah, so I basically dumped Chrome. I haven't uninstalled it yet, but I'm using Vivaldi instead. And so far, that's going okay. Vivaldi, as long as you log in, you've got a VPN there as well, which I don't have much of a use for, just an occasional thing maybe. Maybe get around some geo-locking. But yeah, it's got a VPN built in. So yeah, there we go. Vivaldi, the browser. It's actually quite good. It's got some ad blocking features built in as well. So yeah, I still prefer Brave. I know it's got issues with the lead dev, but it's the best browser for my... And I'm going practicality on this one. Okay, I got a fingerprint reader finally. It don't work well. It's recognised. It rolls the fingerprints, and 99% of the time I can't find a match. Tried it with Windows, works perfectly every single time. Then I find out that the URU 4500 seems to have issues, and you should go for the older 44. Get my teeth in. URU 4000. Well, I'm not going to bother with that. I'll just keep that one there, and when they update the drivers for it to work, if that ever happens, I got a fingerprint reader there. It's useful, it's handy, it's just something I wanted. And I don't regret the purchase. And yeah, let's see what happens with that. Yeah, the heat, as I was saying, heat has been a bit much. I know we got another heat wave coming up. I don't think next week's one's going to be quite as bad here, looking at 28, according to the midterm forecast. I've heard some places are going to get record temperatures again, somewhere in the southeast, and yeah, it's until it's complex. It's complex. I don't have a solution, of course. I'm just a single person. But yeah, there's climate change is a big problem. And now we're feeling the effects, and you can believe it or not, it's still happening. You can believe whether it's human or not, it's still happening. But yeah, but anyway, yeah, my phone and watch were overheating when charging. My phone I turned off to charge. That worked. My watch I put it in the fridge with a charging kit, with an Anker charging block. Yeah, that worked. So yeah. Oh, and we had a power blip, and nothing went back on. Well, computer was dead. Everything was just off. Cable modem off. UPS was flickering away like a good one and not putting any power on pass-through. So I completely took the UPS out and everything came back up. UPS is dead. I thought initially it was the UPS that had caused it, but it's not. The UPS has died. Now it's 15 months old. The warranty states 2 years for the machine, 1 year for the battery. This isn't the battery because pass-through don't even work. So it's the machine. So I've contacted their support, which I did on Friday. It says 2 to 3 business days, so that's Wednesday, I'll say, and then I'll get hold of Amazon. But the strange thing is, all that problem I've been having with the delays in booting up has gone since I took the UPS out, which was connected via USB, of course, for the monitoring. But yeah, now that is strange. Now, I'm going to say this. I do not recommend Ski Power for UPS. It worked well at the time. Died, but their support is abysmal. It basically doesn't exist. So if I get no joy from them, I'm going to be pursuing a refund, full refund from Amazon. Because quite frankly, the UPS dates from the time when we used to get electric on a very regular basis with a pay-as-you-go meter, put it in via a key or a card. Now it's still pay-as-you-go, but they can't discriminate on price anymore. So I keep it as that because I got more control. I just pay a month up front, and it never goes, unless it's an actual power outage, which is rare. So I really don't need a UPS anymore. Now, if they replace it, I'll put it back in. If they don't replace it, I'll get a full refund and not bother anymore. But yeah, Ski Power, forget it. Don't. I do not recommend. Okay, I'm going to say more about the Commodore phone. Right. When it was first announced, it was okay. I'm thinking, okay. Let's have a look how much it costs. And it costs more than a Pixel 10a. They've dropped the price considerably since then, but it's still not in the price bracket that I'd look for. It's a good idea. It's got some nice features. It's not a clone of another phone. It's a complete custom design. It's got high quality audio. So yeah, it's got a high quality camera. Yeah, they control the apps that go on there. It says it's compatible with 99% of Android apps because it's running Sailfish OS. But without the touchscreen, I don't think that's going to be 99% of Android apps. And no browser. A flip phone has never been one for me. So this device is not for me whatsoever. As I say though, it's a good idea, but the price and the way he's explained it and his reasoning behind it, it's not a community thought project, it's a personal project. Yeah, we'll see how that works out. I'm not gonna rip him down like some people have done for it. But I'm thinking, is that it? But yeah, that's my thought on the Commodore phone. It's not for me. Maybe there are people who have it at the price it is. I'd be looking personally to make it more attractive, sub 200. I know that's not possible at the moment with the current prices of components, but because you can't do it at that price, is it actually going to sell? My concern is it takes the company down. I don't want that to happen. But apparently, it's, even though they put development money in, they're not going to risk it all on this. So, fingers crossed it doesn't. But yeah, that's it. That's my thoughts. Okay, now, I had a question from Delboy3K1. I have seen the recent Amiga 1200 updates with the delays, etc. Do you think this will hurt its launch? Personally, the keyboard and Settlers 2 are my highlights for the device, but your thoughts appreciated due to how many ways the Amiga is emulated. With how many ways the Amiga is emulated, it's like I was saying with the SNES emulator. Oh, was it in the last vlog or the one before? The more the merrier, I don't mind. Devices, it's got a full keyboard. It's priced well for what it is. I don't think the delays will hurt it one little bit. Especially in the current climate, people are expecting it. Since when have Retro Games Limited released a product on time? Let's be fair. Not for me. Not for me. I've got a full-size Amiga 1200 with PiStorm. And I got the Mister. I've got everything I need, Amiga-wise. Maybe I could get an Amiga 500, but that's low on the priority list. Another Amiga is not high on my priority list. That goes for all the other Amiga clones, if you like. I'm glad they exist. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad they exist. I'm not getting into politics or anything like that with it. You know, as in what the organisers are like. I'm not going to put my opinion on that at all. But yeah, I don't think it'll hurt the sales. It's going to sell quite well, I think, because of that full-size keyboard. It is going to be a niche thing, the same as anything else. It will sell. It will sell. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that little one. And I just moved the camera and get the list of things. Okay, last bit now. On to the shout-outs to people who have commented on my videos in the last 3 weeks since my last vlog. These are Delboy3K1, Darksider Video, Matt Blaster, Novabug, Lucas Rainford, Andrewb, and Loggerus UK. So there we go. That's my vlog. And yeah, 2 weeks of leave starting yesterday. Can't go away because of the dogs and the cats, and the rain is starting up again now, just little bits in the air. So I'm going to call it there. You'll have a good one. And, oh yeah, I actually 3D printed something, and I printed a little sticker for it as well. So I could sync my video and audio. Just a cheap old clapperboard. Nothing fancy. So yeah, until the next one, everybody. Catch you in 3 weeks. Ta-ra now.